Okay, next we are going to play the bean game. And what this game is an opportunity for you to practice budgeting your money. And we're going to do it using beans instead of actual dollars. So you will have 20 beans to spend during this game. And I'm going to show you on the next page is kind of how to drag and drop those beans and show like where you want to spend your money. When the bean has an outline, you'll see like how many beans each thing costs. For any categories that have stars on them, that means you absolutely have to select at least one of the options. If the category has a header that's green, it means you can choose to select multiple options or rows, but you don't have to. Now, I'm going to ask you to apply that 50-30-20 budgeting that you just learned about. So, if we're doing that, that means 10 of our beans are for needs, six of those beans are for wants, and four of those beans are for like paying off our debt and saving money. So, let's take a look at this. Ruh-roh, I just clicked on the wrong slide. Okay, so in this game, I'm going to go ahead and exit presentation mode for a second. On the left, you can see I have my beans for this slide. And you'll notice there are 4 slides. Do not use all of these beans. I just wanted to put them on each slide for you to make it easier. Remember, you only get 20. So for housing, there's a star here, so that means I have to select one row. Am I going to live with family and share the cost of utilities? Do I want an apartment with roommates, or do I really want to live by myself? So I'm going to say, okay, let's do sharing an apartment. So this costs 3 beans. So 3 of my 20 beans are going to be allotted towards sharing that apartment. Now for food, I have to do the same thing. Am I going to cook at home and eat out once a week? Am I going to have fast food frequently and weekly dinner out? Or like, am I not cooking at all in my house? Am I eating every meal away? So we're going to say here that I want to cook from home. So at this point, I've used 5 of my 20 beans for just housing and food. And then down here, I want to decide on furniture. And at this point, we'll say I'm going to just buy used furnishings. So now I want to move on to the next slide. And then on the next slides, you are going to decide this is insurance. So what are you going to do about different areas of insurance? Now, I realize that you might not know what some of these things mean, like what is comprehensive coverage? You might have to Google some of these terms just to get like a baseline idea of what they mean as you go through this activity. So make sure you go through all 4 of these slides. And then for savings, when you get here, you can absolutely choose multiple things. Like you could say, I'm going to save 5% of my income and I want to invest for retirement. Same thing with the last slide with recreation. You could choose to have like streaming service, and let's say you want to go to concerts. So you could choose as many as you want. But remember, you only get 20 beans. So make sure that you're only spending 20 total and you count them when you're done. You'll notice there's a slide for reflection, but we are not going to complete the reflection at this point. We'll be doing this later on in class.